que se a gente trazer ele para o Brasil, ele vai curtir bastante. Qual foi a segunda parte da sua pergunta?
Se ele conhece algum atleta da Classic Physique brasileiro profissional.
And Chris, do you know any of the classic physique guys from Brazil? Do you know any of them?
Se ele conhece algum atleta da Classic Physique brasileiro profissional.
And Chris, do you know any of the classic physique guys from Brazil? Do you know any of them?
I mean, if I saw pictures or heard names, I might, but I couldn't tell you off the top of my head if I knew where people were from.
So I'm going to show you a few pictures of a few guys. So the first one here is Julio. I suggested that Julio Balestrin. I said, you know what? All these young classic physique guys would take him about a long time for them to compete against Chris. Chris is just moving up. You need a bodybuilder with muscle density to come down and compete against Chris Bumstead. And I think Julio Balestrin can actually face up to him. Chris, what do you think? You think this guy has a shot?
I mean, I'd have to see more than one pose, but the competitive side of me said no one has a shot going against me right now. But I would love to see some more bodybuilders get out there. He definitely has an amazing physique. And like you said, I brought a lot more muscle to the stage and a little more size than some people. So bodybuilder getting down there with conditioning as he has definitely could do some damage.
O Chris falou que o Júlio tem um físico fenomenal, dá para ver que ele tem um condicionamento muito bom. A maioria dos fisiculturistas que estão descendo para a Classic estão se dando muito bem. E ele falou, olha, eu tô confiante, eu acho que nos próximos anos eu posso dominar a categoria, mas adoraria ver o Júlio competir aí com a gente no palco da Classic Physique. Também queria mencionar, Chris, this is Gabriel Zancanelli. He competed in the Europa. He just turned pro. So, you know, what do you think of his physique? He needs a little bit more mass, right?
Maybe a little bit more mass, but you can see he's got the good shape to him. He's posing like nice and classic, and he's got that kind of nice blonde hair, good looking look to it. And he looks pretty tall as well. So I think he could, with a little more mass, maybe squeezing out his pro weight limit, he could do really good too, yeah.
So, o Chris falou do Gabriel, falou, olha, ele é bonitão, alto, tem a possibilidade de ir lá, mas precisa talvez ganhar um pouquinho mais de massa. E aí, ó, vamos colocar aí o Ramon. I have more pictures, and I'm going to see if I can find it. But this is Ramon. He's supposed to have an amazing V-taper, V-dramático. And he turned pro at the first Olympia. And you can see his V-taper here, Chris. And he has huge arms, huge forearms. It's not a good picture. But what do you think of this guy?
I mean, like you said, he's definitely got the V-taper. He's got a tiny little waist and big arms. And arms, biceps especially, are something I struggle with. So it's something he could maybe have an edge on me. But I do like his overall shape with his tiny little waist up into big lats and a big chest.
E o Chris falou do Ramon, falou, olha, esse cara definitivamente tem uma cintura pequena, né? Você vê que ele tem o V, e o Chris mencionou, falou, olha, o braço dele e o antebraço dele é gigante, algo que eu tenho uma fraqueza, meus braços não são tão fortes. Então esse cara teria uma vantagem contra mim se fosse os braços. Ok? Chris, I'm gonna tell you this. You have enemies in Brazil that want your title. Julio Balestrin wants your title. He's a bodybuilder. He's coming down and he wants your title. He says, Chris is smashing the little guys. It's time for him to deal with the tall guy. Zancanelli already sent me a text message saying, did this guy call me small? I'm going to the gym right now. Ramon said, if he liked my pictures, if he liked my arms, on that picture, show him another picture and tell this guy that I'm coming to take his title. These are your Brazilian enemies. Who is your American enemy? Is Brian Ansley still your main enemy, or is Terrence Ruffin your enemy? Is Regan Grimes, the Canadian that might come down, your enemy? Who's now in the radar for Chris Bumstead?
Let me translate that really quick before, so it gives you a little time to think. So, ele acabou de falar, o Terrick, que ele tem muitos inimigos no Brasil, lógico, de uma maneira carinhosa.
Não, carinhosa não, porrada.
Falou que o Julio Balestrin tá vindo para tirar o título dele, o Ramon. Tem muitos brasileiros que realmente estão com a intenção de lutar por esse título, eles acreditam que eles podem. Mas quem que nos Estados Unidos ele acredita que é o inimigo maior dele? O Brian? Quem que é a pessoa que realmente ele acha que tá colocando o alvo nas costas dele, que ele tá com mais cuidado? Chris?
I mean, I kind of answered this before by saying I only have my own picture on my fridge right now, and I don't have any enemies. I don't have any people I see as rivals at the very moment. In the past, it was always I was coming for Brian. I was trying to beat him. And then in the last year, I decided I'm not focusing on anyone else. I'm not going to compare myself to anybody else. I'm just going to come in at my very best. And the results that I saw from that and the mental peace I had from that and the drive I found from that was greater than anything I'd had before. So I'm sticking with that drive. And as long as I can beat myself last year, I don't think anyone can beat me.
Chris Bumstead falou, olha, durante os anos eu sempre tive o Brian Ansley na minha cabeça, mas no último ano eu decidi esquecer ele e só colocar eu mesmo como meu próprio inimigo. Isso funcionou de uma maneira perfeita. Eu vou utilizar essa técnica de novo, só vou focalizar na minha própria atuação do ano passado para melhorar, e eu acredito que se eu fizer isso, eu vou conquistar o título de novo. Renato Cariane, sua próxima pergunta.
Gostaria de saber se o Chris pensa neste ano em vir aqui visitar nós brasileiros e se ele pretende continuar apenas competindo uma vez por ano no Mr. Olympia, ou podemos vê-lo em outro show, como por exemplo o Arnold Sports de Ohio?
So, Chris, Renato just asked you if you are planning possibly to coming to Brazil this year, and I check your many Brazilian fans that you have. You know, like I said, Brazil is a country of over 200 million people, second largest country in terms of fitness in the world. So we're really excited to see you there. Let me make this clear. We're going to invite you to Brazil. Hopefully you can come here in August for the Expo Super Show. And then you can
Courtney's not going to let him go by himself. Telling you that right now.
No, I can call Courtney King's cool. I'm going to talk to her. We'll bring her with him. No problem. So, and if you're only thinking about competing on the Olympia, you don't want to do any other shows, you feel that it's the best for you.
So like you said, this is my first invite I've ever had down to Brazil, so I would love to be able to fulfill that. If travel is allowed and everything's good by then absolutely, I'm excited to come down to Brazil.
I'm sending you the contract after this for you to sign. You're coming to Brazil in August. Falou, ele tá assinando o contrato agora, ele tá vindo em agosto, ele e o Balestrin vão estar no palco no Expo Super Show. Balestrin tá começando a dieta agora.
Já tô um mês já.
Oh, here you go. So, okay, I'm telling all the Brazilian fans, you are coming in August.
I'm locked in now. No other choice.
Right.
But yeah, for your other question, if I'm going to compete in any other show, right now I have no other views on any other show. My only goal for the past few years has to be Mr. Olympia, and that's my only goal next year. And for me to look my best for myself and for the fans who want to see me at my best, that's what I know I got to do.
Ele falou que ele não tem planos de fazer qualquer outro evento, que ele só quer fazer realmente o Mr. Olympia, porque ele quer se preparar com o máximo condicionamento, máxima quantidade de densidade muscular, e ele acha que fazendo um outro evento pode criar um pouco de problemas na preparação dele, então o foco total dele é o Olympia, ele não tem planos de fazer qualquer outro show, mas isso não significa que Julio Balestrin e ele vão estar no palco em agosto fazendo um guest posing. E aí talvez seja uma prévia do Olympia em 2021.